Greetings all, and welcome to another Wisdom Wednesday. Today, we are peeling back the layers, literally and metaphorically, on the tradition of wearing masks. This topic was inspired by my sister Donna, who recently shared a photo of her granddaughter, Naima, all dressed up as a beautiful butterfly for Halloween. Now, Halloween isn't a festival I grew up with, so it got me thinking about the various dimensions of this tradition. Stick around as we delve into the roots of Halloween, All Saints' Day, All Souls' Day, and the psychological masks we all wear. Halloween, All Saints, and All Souls each has its own unique customs and meanings. Yet, they are intricately connected in a way that goes beyond their dates on the calendar. They represent a sequence of thought, moving from the external masquerade to internal reverence. First, let's talk about Halloween. Originating from the Celtic festival of Samhain, it signaled the end of summer and harvest. It also signaled the beginning of winter, which they associated with death. It was believed that the veil between our world and the spirit world was at its thinnest during this time, allowing easier communication with the deceased. In today's world, it is more about costumes and candies. Yet, the tradition of wearing masks to ward off evil spirits remains. Children, like my adorable great-niece Naima, dress up and engage in trick-or-treating, unaware of the ancient traditions that have trickled down to this modern festivity. But here is the twist. We don't just wear masks during Halloween. We wear them every single day. These are the masks of our roles, the roles we adopt and the faces we show to the world. And that brings us to the spiritual lesson for today: unmasking ourselves. In my book, Coming Through with a Bold Faith, I dive into this very concept in an essay entitled Unmasking. We wear these figurative masks to protect ourselves, to fit into societal norms, or simply to hide our true selves. In many ways, every day is Halloween for us adults. We wear masks, sometimes multiple ones, depending on the setting we find ourselves in. What masks are you wearing? What roles are you playing? Are these roles serving your highest good? Or are they just comfortable facades you have grown accustomed to? Take some time to meditate on this. Really ponder the why behind each role, each mask. Then, in your sacred space, maybe during your journaling time, write down the masks that no longer serve you. It might be the mask of a people pleaser, the mask of a martyr, or even the mask of a perpetual optimist, when in fact you are not feeling that positive vibe inside. Then ask yourself, What masks serve my higher purpose? What roles allow me to live authentically? Make an active choice to put these masks on every day, for they are not masks at all, but the truest expression of your being. Incorporating this practice into your spiritual regimen can bring clarity to your life, serving as a tool for deep introspection and a clearer understanding of your true self. So, at Halloween, when you look at all the costumes and the adorable children running around in them, think about the roles you play in your own life. Look at it as a form of spiritual housekeeping that can bring you closer to your true self and help you live a life that is more aligned with your values and aspirations. Following Halloween and its lessons, we transition to All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, times that are traditionally set aside to honor the saints and the dearly departed. This progression from Halloween's external show to the inward reflection of All Saints and All Souls is symbolic of our own internal journey. These holidays invite us to remove our masks and confront our true selves, making room for authentic expression and connection with the unseen, what some may call the realm of spirituality. All Saints' Day is dedicated to honoring both known and unknown Catholic saints and martyrs. And finally, the third day, All Souls' Day, is observed to remember the souls in purgatory. Purgatory is the place members of the Catholic religion believe a soul remains following death if that person has not been properly cleansed of all earthly sin. All Souls' Day is also where members of your own family tree are brought into remembrance. These festivals from distinct traditions intersect in their concentration on the afterlife and spiritual realm. As far as my memory serves me though, in Trinidad and Tobago, Halloween was largely regarded as evil by its mainly Christian populace. But All Saints and All Souls were practiced. I fondly remember visiting the cemetery and lighting candles on the graves of our departed loved ones. These customs, while a part of my early upbringing, were never explained. Our failure to explore these practices leaves gaps in our spiritual understanding. Though stemming from different cultural and spiritual origins, these 3 days are intrinsically linked by their focus on the afterlife. Various traditions have unique views on the afterlife, but the power of remembrance is universally acknowledged. Ignoring rituals that aid in this memory is not just an oversight. It is a missed opportunity for spiritual growth. This disconnection from our past fails to honor the legacy left to us by generations gone by. What are we still afraid of? Ignorance of these themes has certainly not staved off present-day debauchery. In many cultures, including the Yoruba of West Africa, paying homage to ancestors is an everyday practice. Ancestral veneration is not a dormant chapter in a spiritual textbook. It is an ongoing dialogue. Our collective neglect in understanding these rituals has impoverished our spiritual lives. We have inadvertently dropped the ball, severing the chain of our ancestral lineage and stunting spiritual growth. As the grip that religious institutions have on collective thinking decreases, our commitment to questioning and exploring becomes even more critical. Far too often, these spiritual themes are relegated to the realm of taboo or superstition. But such willful ignorance does not protect us from what we do not understand. It only deepens the valley of misunderstanding. This lack of spiritual literacy is not just unfortunate. It is a form of hubris, where we consider humans as the only ones that harbor conscious, intelligent life. As we navigate through the interconnected themes of Halloween, All Saints' Day, and All Souls' Day, let us use this unique convergence to examine the various layers of spiritual and cultural significance and what they have to offer. We are at a critical juncture, a time to seek out wisdom where we have previously sown ignorance. To be spiritually enlightened is not to abandon our current beliefs, but to expand on them, enriching not only ourselves, but also contributing to a tapestry of wisdom that stands the test of time. Thank you for joining me on this Wisdom Wednesday. It has been a reflective journey, hasn't it? From Halloween festivals to the intimate layers of our soul, the theme is clear. Masks are more than just pieces of fabric or personas. They are an invitation to dig deeper into who we are. Until next week, may your journey be full of wisdom and your path unmasked.